and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay. I love makeup, skincare, and hanging out with you guys. And in today's video, we are going to be playing with a new collection from Lunar Beauty, which is the Nude Prism. So we have a palette, a blush palette, and a lip trio. I only have one of the lip oils though, you guys, because I don't know, I just never tried a lip oil from Lunar Beauty. I think this is his first take at lip oils, so I just wanted to try one before I bought the trio, just to make sure, because $18 for a lip oil is not terrible, but I just wanted to make sure I really like the formula. But before we begin, I just want to show you this cute little card that comes in the package. Also, yes, my finger is broken, so if you guys see that, like, I'm sorry, well, my finger's broken. My finger nail is, it broke off. So, but we have this cute little picture right here with everyone. They look stunning wearing the products. And then on the back, it shows everything that comes in this collection. So even though I don't have all three of the lip oils, this is what they all look like. That's what the blush is going to look like. And then what the palette looks like. I do really quickly just want to go through all the prices of everything. So the color palette is $48. The Nude Prism blush palette is $35, and the lip oils are $18 again. So yeah, you guys, I am very excited to share with you guys what these look like. Starting with, what is this? Oh, I guess we're starting with the Nude Prism blush palette. I will say right away, I love this packaging, you guys. I think definitely more than the other blush palette, just off of first impression. Let me see if the inside is the exact same. And I'm sorry, but I think $35 for this is really great. Like, I just have to say that. Oh, and so it's like the same kind of vibe, like with the moon. That's really beautiful. Oh, and it's like the same type of vibe with the same pop-up. I'll actually show you guys the, what is it called? Moon Prism blush palette. So this is the Moon Prism blush palette, and this is the Nude Prism blush palette. So this is what they look like side by side. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. Ooh, okay. So we definitely have a very beautiful color story on our hands. Wow, I love that we have some pops of color over here, and then we do have a lot of neutrals going on. So I love this shade right here called Pink Prince. I think that shade right there is stunning, and I think it's gonna look really gorgeous on the face. Also, this shade right here called Blaze, I'm looking at it in awe. I'm very excited. The one on top right there is kind of intense looking, but I feel like on the cheeks, if you mix it with maybe one of the more neutral shades too, it could look really beautiful. I am very excited to play with everything, but I will say the shades that stand out to me right away are Peachy right here, Pink Prince, and Blaze. And really quickly, I just want to show you guys what the inside of the Moon Prism one looks like for reference, just so you can see like the difference. Okay, and then we have the eyeshadow palette. Oh, come on. This packaging is so pretty. So this is very beautiful. Lunar Beauty usually kills it with the packaging, I've gotta say. I don't know, something about it I just really gravitate towards a lot. I think the only thing Lunar Beauty in my collection, if I'm being honest, that I don't gravitate towards all the time would have to be the highlighters. I'm not sure why that is, but I just don't. But let's see what the, ooh! Okay, so this is neutral, you guys, but what I will say is I was gonna pass on the palette. I was really gonna do it until I saw some swatches of the shimmers. You guys, the shimmers look freaking gorgeous. And also the matte tones on the top are like literally all of your bare necessities for everyday neutrals. So this is very exciting to me. I am super excited to get those shimmers on the eyes. I keep tilting the palette because I really want you guys to see that shine in those shimmer shades, but the top row just has all the bare necessities, and then down here, if you want to glam it up, deepen it up, do whatever you want to do, you have the option as well. So I am very excited, and I also just really love the layout of this, putting all the shimmers in the middle, all of the lighter, you know, neutrals on the top and then the deeper ones on the bottom. Some of these are a little bit lighter over here too, but you get what I mean. I am so excited to get all of this on my freaking face. And then I actually just want to pop on the lip oil really quickly because I already tried this out. I already know that I really like it. I will say the smell of it is not like sweet like we're used to with the Lunar Beauty glosses. It's more like, like, I feel like I have a body wash that smells like this. I don't want to say it's like floral. I don't know, it smells like a body wash that I think I own, but I can't put my finger on it. If you guys own this, let me know what it smells like to you, but definitely not sweet by any means. But it definitely does have a really nice fragrance. And I love this a lot, you guys. It's very thin. It feels very nice on the lips. It makes your lips look really beautiful and juicy, but it's not super thick. And I think that's the great thing about a lip oil is that the consistency is super thin. So you don't feel all gunky and junky and like you have a bunch of stuff on your mouth. Because I know like when you're talking sometimes and you're out in public and stuff and like maybe like the lip gloss is like sticking. So when you go like, you can see that line, or you know, you're just feeling like it's too heavy, like that's uncomfortable feeling. Lip oils are really great because they're so lightweight and I really enjoy this one. I have to say, after wearing it, like I've only been using it for like a day or two and I already think it's really great quality. So I'll keep you guys updated, of course, but I really enjoy it. And sometimes I don't always want that vanilla-esque kind of smell in my lip products, so I love that this is a little bit different. I think I quickly want to swatch just a few shades before we do put the palette on the actual eyelids. Let's go in with Laura, Manny's BFF. Sam, which I believe is a friend of his that passed away. And then Expose right here, which I just think that that's like a cute name for a shadow. So obviously we're starting with some of, dang, that looks crazy. Like that looks super wet. Let me go ahead and do a swatch. That's really pretty, like very beautiful, besties. I am so glad I picked this up. Because you guys, I swear, like I was like, no, I've spent a lot of money this month. Maybe I shouldn't get it. But I'm so happy I got it, you guys, because this is really freaking pretty. And then for mattes, let's do Cherry Blossom. Vibes. And Milk Tea. Not too crazy, but definitely pigment. So let's go ahead and make an eye look. I am very excited, you guys. I really am very excited. And I'm also really happy because like the dress I'm wearing today is a little bit more like crazy, kind of like Easter vibes, even though Easter has passed. I am still in the holiday spirit until the month is over. Let's take this big brush right here from Sigma. It's a Sigma E4 Max Taper Blending, which looks like, which looks like this. It's a really big brush. And I just want to take the shade right here, Cold Bear. Just because I see that my eyes are creasing a little bit from the concealer I was wearing. So I just want to clean that up a little bit and fix it. Then with the Morphe M441, you guys, I swear it's time for me to get some new brushes. But then going in with this, I'm going to use this shade right here called I'm Shy, which looks like that. This is like the perfect transition shade. I just want to work that in my crease a bit. Oh, there is some kick up, so just be careful with that. I love this transition color. It's a little bit more like obviously on the warm side, but I really love that in my crease, especially for every day. Like honestly, on an everyday basis, if I was in a rush, I'd leave it just like this. But for review purposes, we are gonna make a really pretty look right now. Then dipping into Classic. same brush. With the same brush, I'm gonna pack this on the outer area of the eye. And I like to just blend it in a little bit. Taking that big brush, I'm just cleaning up a little bit. And I mean, I want to put classic in here too. I love this color. So really working that in on the inner area of the eye too. And then taking the shade right here called Moody, and then flicking it outwards. I accidentally mixed the shade Bloom for You right here. It was a total accident, but it happened, so that was an accident, but it's okay. And then with this teeny tiny Sigma Detail Blending E27 brush, which looks like that, I want to take the really pretty pinky shade called Cherry Blossom right there. Really, really beautiful shade. And I want to place that like right here. Right there. That didn't really do like much, but I mean, I really do enjoy the color, so I wanted to incorporate it in some way, even if small. I also want to go again with the shade Classic on the same tiny brush, and I want to kind of connect it to that line that I was blending out. And then you kind of have your shape there. I really like this. To be very honest with you guys, I don't even want to put shimmer because I'm so happy with how it's looking so far. Let me do one final blend. And I'm going to cut the crease with my KVD concealer. And what kind of brush is this? My ColourPop E8. I haven't seen this one in a long time. And I just want to cut it to about here. Take the tiny brush again, take the shade Moody mixed with Classic, and just use those shades to clean up a bit. Be careful when you're trying to get that product because it does just crumble just a little bit, but I feel like it's because of the formula. Ooh. This is gorgeous, you guys. And that's not even wet, you guys. Ooh. Once again, I'm so happy I bought this. I don't find it necessary to wet that, but I'll just do it for poops and giggles. Just to say that we tried to wet it. So beautiful. I feel like it's fine just by itself, but if you want to go ahead, knock yourself out. I personally feel like either way, I feel like if you don't want to do the extra step, it's great because you don't need to with this. I'm kind of bummed though because I'm like, man, with the little eyeshadow look I had going, oh shoot, I almost dropped the palette. But with the little look that I have going on now, I'm kind of like, what was the point of doing all of that when I just covered up most of it? I'm going to go ahead and flick this out a little bit more, but now I'm just like, I don't know. And let's just use a teeny tiny bit of the shade Deeper. Just right on the bottom there. Ooh, I don't know if I wanted to do that. Yeah, I think black is really pretty. I think that actually looks pretty cool. And then I'm just going to take the shade Classic one last time. And you guys see there's like this empty space right here. I'm going to try to fill it just a little bit. And we ended up just filling in this area because I thought it looked really cool before we did that. But then once I did cut the crease, I felt like it was pointless kind of. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera and then I'll be right back, besties. And then taking the tiny brush and going into the shade Tease and applying that on the under eye. And I think it looks really pretty. Now, again, like I said earlier, it's not the cleanest, and at the end of the day, I feel like the steps that I did in the beginning to achieve this like meant nothing, considering the fact that we ended up filling in everything anyway since I did go ahead and cut the crease. However, I still feel like it looks really beautiful. I feel like I could put a little bit more effort into it, but at the end of the day, this is my first time playing with the palette, and so far I think it really does perform pretty well. I really love the shimmer shades. Like, the mattes are beautiful, do not get me wrong. I had a great time with them. They didn't get muddy or patchy or anything like that, which is great. And the lighter shades weren't super pigmented, but as you did keep going in and building them up, they were able to build, which I liked. However, these shimmer shades, like these shades, are gorgeous, you guys. Like, tell me that doesn't look foiled and just wet and delicious. It's beautiful. I love the shade I have on right now. It has like a gold with like a hint of pink. It's really freaking beautiful. Pinky orange. It's just gorgeous. And I feel like I picked a really great shade to put on the eyes. Now, this palette does get a little bit messy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just because, you know, when I do go into this shade, it breaks apart a little bit. But I don't even care about that, considering the fact that it looks so gorgeous and metallic on the eyelids. So the palette, I really enjoy it. And let's move on to the blush palette. Now, usually I would apply some mascara or lashes, but you guys, when I'm recording this, it is 9:46 p.m. Let me show you. So after this video, I'm pretty much going to take the makeup off. So I don't want to, you know, deal with mascara face, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and we can really go crazy with the blush, considering the fact that, like I just said, we're going to take off all this makeup right away anyways after we're done with the video. So this is what the Nude Prism blush palette looks like. Once again, freaking gorgeous, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and just plop. I really want to use pink prints all over the face. It's just really beautiful. It looks very dusty and I just think it's beautiful. It just looks very gorgeous and like dusty, which I'm very much into. I don't have a lot of blushes like this. Like, isn't that beautiful? Maybe not with like everything I have going on right now. Oh, also earlier I did change my lipstick because I felt like the other lip color didn't look as good as this right here. Maybe you disagree, I don't know, but I just thought this would look really pretty with this eye look. I am then gonna go in with the shade Blaze because earlier I said that shade was beautiful, and we're just gonna plop that right over top of this. And obviously I would not go as ham with the blush as I am in this video typically, but because of the fact that I really want us to like have a lot of fun and be able to see all of the shades, or sorry, most of the shades, I don't really care about how anything looks because, like I said, we're going to take it all off after. And that shade is also very gorgeous. Then I want to go in with, was this Kawaii? I hope I'm saying that right, which is this gorgeous hot pink shade right there. And I want to take that right here. Ooh. You know, this is the one shade that I don't know if I'd actually wear a lot. I mean, yeah, that. Oh my goodness. And these are easy to blend out, y'all, but oh my goodness. I don't think I can fix that side. I think I went in way too heavy-handed. So, yeah, you guys. But that looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie, if I just put it like right here in this area and that's it, I feel like it looked really beautiful and really gorgeous, especially if I used a lighter hand. But oh my word, you guys, that is intense. Let me try to like dial it back. Let's use the shade called Peachy all over the nose. I love a peach blush. And I already know that's probably going to be a new favorite of mine. Like, look at that. That's stunning. And should we do like one more? Let's do the shade right here called Zay Zay. We can try to apply it right on top. Right here. Oh, that's kind of like neutralizing the shade a bit. And this is what we ended up looking like, besties. I know I look a little crazy. I'm trying like not to look at the monitor because honestly, you guys, I do know that I look a little bit off with like no mascara, no lashes, and then the different color blushes. I'm just having fun. It's 10 p.m. and honestly, all I want to do is take the makeup off and play with it probably again tomorrow. But for this video, I kind of just want to wrap up and let you guys know my final opinions on every single product. Where is the lip oil? This is in the shade Dare Me. It looks like this once again. I just love the packaging of all the lip products. I will say I don't think I'm going to repurchase this because if you do look at the actual product, it's so beautiful. It's so silky, so nice on the lips and lightweight. Very beautiful. I just feel like it doesn't have a lot of pigment though. And for that reason, if the other two also don't have a lot of pigment, I don't really think you need to have all three shades. Now again, I haven't seen the other two shades. The other two might have more pigment than this one. But if they're all the same, then I just don't see the point of having all three. Because at the end of the day, I'd feel more comfortable going through this and finishing it because I know it'll take me a minute. And then repurchasing as I see fit. Because if I were to buy the other two and they were like the same shade, like, or just a teeny tiny tint, I'd be really upset because I'd be like, oop, I almost dropped this. Because I'd be like, what's the point in that? You know what I mean? So I'd rather just have the one for now, utilize that, and then when I run out, I'm definitely repurchasing because the quality is freaking bomb. The blush palette, I really love the blush palette. I think it's super pigmented as you guys saw. So please just watch the amount of pressure that you're putting on your hand when you are applying that product on because it can get really messy really quickly. I will say that shade right there is just so gorgeous, you guys. It's the Pink Prince. So beautiful. I love, love, love this cool tone blush. And I think more than anything in this palette, I am really drawn to that shade and I just think it looks the best on my skin. I also, of course, feel like Peachy is also very beautiful. I love a good peach blush. It's not too, deep either. I also love the shade Blaze. Kawaii, I hope I'm saying again that word right, but that's the only shade where I'm like, I need to play with it again with a lighter hand and only put it in this area of the face and see what that does, because for right now, I don't think it's my favorite shade out of the palette. But I am excited to keep playing with it. I do enjoy it. I think it's super pigmented. I just feel like you do want to use a little bit of a lighter hand and then build up as necessary for the best application. But I think this is awesome. The packaging I love better than the other palette. I think I already said that. Super beautiful. I almost wish that the actual palette, eyeshadow palette, had this same packaging because this is just gorgeous. Like, very beautiful, you guys. Now, the Nude Prism palette is freaking gorgeous, you guys. I love this as well. Of course, the outer packaging is beautiful. And you guys, the size of this palette is actually really big. It's like the size of my head. So I like that about it. But when you do open it up, you have a really beautiful mirror. So that's a plus. And then you have all of these beautiful shades in here. Like I said earlier, the top row just has all of the bare nude necessities that you would need. The middle shade, the shimmers, are the star of the show for me without a doubt. Beautiful, gorgeous, really punchy, really metallic, glittery, beautiful. Like you guys can see it here. It just looks stunning and honestly unreal on the lids. Bottom shade also did a really great job as well. Definitely going to be making a lot of different looks with this palette. Let me know if you guys want me to do a 2 or 3 looks, 1 palette with this, because I would love to. I'm probably just going to do that anyways because it's a big palette, but you can do a lot with it. I feel like with neutrals, sometimes people feel like I can only accomplish like 1 look, you know, but like no, it doesn't have to be colorful for you to get variation. Like you can do a lot with this, and I just really like it. The one thing I think I would have loved more than anything was to maybe see like a bright pink in this palette as well, just like they kind of did with the Lunar Beauty palette. I think that would have just really set it off, because then you could add that to the under eyes for a pop of color, and I think that would have been really hot. But honestly, you could do the same thing with the blush, put the blush on the under eye, and that'd be really beautiful as well. But all in all, I think this is a gorgeous palette. I think all of these products are very beautiful, and I love that the palette is $40 about. I also really love, like more than anything, I think the blush palette is the most reasonably priced product. I feel like I'd pay like $40, $45 for this, which I know like I shouldn't even say because like he's not watching, you guys. Like Manny MUA is not watching my video, but I mean I feel like it's hard because you don't want to say that out loud because then you don't want the brands to hear you and then upcharge. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying the quality is amazing, and that's an amazing price point in my opinion. And yeah, besties, that was my overall thoughts on the, I almost forgot the name, Nude Prism collection. I loved everything. I most importantly loved that beautiful dusty shade in the palette. I think that's my favorite thing, and then the shimmers in that palette are just gorgeous, you guys. Those are my 2 favorite things. I feel like you guys can tell. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I'd love to hear them. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. If it was, please leave it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, besties. Bye!